So, okay, the papers are signed, let's be real. And a little voice in your head is telling you, okay, it's time. Time to get back out there. But then another louder voice came to you and said, are you crazy? The thought of dating again is absolutely terrifying. You've heard horror stories about the apps that connects people, And the last thing you want to do right now is another relationship, toxic one for that matter, that leaves you feeling broken and misunderstood. But what if I told you that jumping right back in it is the biggest trap of all? Will you believe me? Some studies show that the divorce rate for second marriages is around 60 to 70% high. And for third marriages, it skyrockets to over 70%. And it's not because you are unlovable, don't think so, or broken, not at all. It's because there is one powerful thing you need to do first, not on your phone, but right here for yourself, that will completely revolutionize you. Did I say it well? Revolutionize, yes. It will revolutionize you and your love life and guarantee your next chapter, which is going to be your best one. My name is Mama J. I want you to subscribe, follow me wherever you're watching me for more relationship talk. I'm talking about today relationships, how to go back into the game. I don't want you to date immediately after divorce until you do what I'm going to tell you now. Let's be real. After a divorce, your confidence has probably hit rock bottom. Tell yourself the truth. That's the truth. It feels like a massive personal failure, and it's so natural to want to prove. What are you proving? Any proof you want to prove that you are still desirable and still attractive, you're still being wanted. That feeling is there. You want to prove to yourself. So you download an app, you get a match. That little dopamine hit feels good, right? Right, wrong. You go on a date, it goes well, and for a fleeting moment, you feel that spark of hope again. But then, it fizzles out. Or worse, you realize you're stepping right back into the same old exhausting patterns. That little confidence boost vanishes, and you are left feeling even more drained than when you started. This is a trap. Using dating to heal the wounds of your divorce is not the best. It never works. It's like slapping a tiny band-aid on a gash that needs stitches. The great news I'm going to tell you is this. Now listen, stay with me. You can break this circle, but you have to do one thing before you even think about putting yourself out in the market. Why am I calling it that? I call it the self-recovery audit. Self-recovery audit. And this isn't about blaming yourself for the past. It's about taking your power back by finally understanding your own story, so you can stop repeating the chapters you hated in your previous relationship or marriage. The next thing I'm going to explain to you, this self-recovery audit, it has 3 essential steps. 1, reclaim your identity. What do I mean by that? You ask yourself this personal question like, who are you? Outside of your marriage, who are you? Some people think their marriage validates them, so they don't really take the audit I'm talking about. For years, listen to me very well, for years, maybe even decades, your identity was all tangled up with your partner's, with your partner's lifestyle. Divorce doesn't just end a partnership. It can feel like it erases you. Now is the time to reconnect with the person you were before you were somebody before you got married, is it not? This is the time to reconnect to yourself. Did you used to love hiking, but your ex was a coach, he doesn't like it? Whatever you were doing before, this is the time to reconnect with you. This is where real confidence comes from, not from a dating app. Second thing I'm going to tell you about is rebuild your self-trust. A divorce can absolutely demolish your ability to trust your own judgment. You might have this nasty inner critic on a loop, whispering things like, I'm too old, I'm damaged goods, or I'm just going to end up alone. No, don't think like that. It's time to fire that critic. Rebuilding self-trust means challenging that toxic story. Start listening to your gut again. Think back to your last relationship, not to play the blame game, but to find the lesson. Ask yourself, where did I ignore a red flag? When did I say yes? When my whole body was screaming no, no, but I was saying yes. This isn't about fault. Let me tell you the truth. It's about seeing where you abandon yourself to keep the pace, recognizing yourself. Those moments that you used to enjoy is your power, your superpower. It empowers you to make radically different choices next time. You learn to trust that you've got your own back. Nobody got it, it's only you. The third step is this: define your boundaries. Yes. Congratulations if you're still listening to me to the third one, because this is the main one. Stay with me, follow me, subscribe on YouTube, on TikTok for more relationship talk with me. Your last relationship gave you a PhD in what you don't want. Let me call it that way. Now, it's time to get brutally clear what you do want. Ask yourself, what do I want in a relationship? And let's be clear to one another right here. Boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. When we say boundaries, some people think that you're setting people out. No. They are your personal velvet ropes to let the right people in. That is your boundaries. You're setting boundaries to let the right people into yourself. So get out a pen as I'm talking to you. Save this video so that I can watch it again. But for yourself, get a pen. I call it the dating blueprints. Why? What are you doing with biro and pen? Now let me tell you, paper and pen. This is your guide. When you do start dating again, and someone stomps all over a boundary or doesn't align with your non-negotiables, you can walk away. Write it down with your head held high and your confidence intact. This isn't just about approaching people. It's about having the strength to walk away when it's not right. That is the ultimate act of self-love. When you do this, you completely flee. You just be what you want to be. Yes. Your confidence stops coming from a right swipe or second date. It comes from within you. I want you to start radiating from within. If this hit home for you that is watching me, I did not do anything wrong. I'm only advising you how to move on after a breakup or after divorce. Why would you not subscribe to my channel? Why will you not follow me on TikTok? I'm only helping you out. You can save this video and give to another sister. Even a guy will need it. So if this hits home for you, do me a favor and hit that like and subscription button. Comment what you think. If you want to add to what I've just said about how to move on, you can say add. It truly helps the channel to grow. You don't want me to grow. What have I done to you? And because this work is so incredibly important, I've put together a free self-recovery audit worksheet to walk you through these exact steps. You can grab it for free at the link in the description below. Just remember, a divorce isn't just an ending. It's a powerful opportunity to build a foundation for a love that's more honest, more connect, and more fulfilling than you ever imagined. Collect your free self-recovery audit. I am putting the link for you so that you can click it and go through it again. Self-recovery audit. Remain blessed. My name is Mama J. As I said earlier, I got you. All I want is for you to be happy in your relationship. But if you've already broken, this is the way to move in. Take the free self-recovery audit. Let's roll. I will see you again in my next video.